First of all, 97% of women have experienced sexual harassment in their life at some point, and 1 in 3 women have been abused by a man. So let's stop with this ridiculous bullshit of it's a very, very small percent of men, because it's not. It's a much larger percentage than you would like to imagine. And I know that everyone goes through this, well, it's not all men, and I understand the need to do this. It's out of some defensive insecurity and just a pathetic emotional unintelligence. I understand that. But even if it was only 1% of men have abused women, even if that's all it was, that's still too many, because women don't know which men are the abusers. Men are very good at being manipulative. There are men who are feminists who, purport to support women who are wolves in sheep's clothing. There are men's rights activists who try to talk about like they're about accountability for everybody, while they absolutely despise women and abuse them every chance they get. And then there's the blatant ones, the ones who can't even, hold it in. They have no ability to be subtle, who obviously despise women and abuse them. There are enough types of men out there, and women don't know who to trust and who's going to be dangerous, sometimes until it's too late. So the whole basis of Not All Men is debunked when we think about the fact that women don't know which men are going to be dangerous. And so they have to treat all men as dangerous until they decide to risk their health, their emotional well-being, and their lives on a man. And that's what we should be focused on. We should be absolutely horrified as a society that that's where we are. And I think that that's the biggest problem that so many men have, is they get defensive about it instead of realizing, no, this is a problem. We should want women to trust us. Instead of getting defensive and shitty about it, start calling out shitty men when you see it. And that means more than just men who are actively abusive. It's also about calling out men who participate in any of this pyramid of rape culture, starting with the boys will be boys and rape jokes, homophobia, transphobia, sexist attitude, victim blaming, anything that violates consent and boundaries. These are just lower things that lead to people going more and more permissible. It gives permission to people to do the bigger things: dick pics, catcalling, revenge porn, groping, upskirting, stalking, and then it just keeps going higher and higher. And so anyone who does any of these actions needs to be called out, and that's the only way that we as men can do better. That's the only way that we as men can build a better world where women can trust us. And that's the most important thing. And this is Bacon.